We'll see how I
Okay.
last up.
Okay, we should be properly audible now. If I set
We
everything up
are.
in OBS properly.
Well, I heard you and then muted the Twitch stream because I also have the Twitch window open. My goodness.
Hello, chat. Hello. Let me know if you can hear all of us or if you can't hear all of us.
There's two people in here. I don't think Boo's said anything yet, though.
I've said the words.
I actually
cool.
swapped over right as Boo was talking, so I'm not sure when it started. Okay.
I might have been the first to say words. You don't know.
Anyway, I kidnapped both Shaz and Boo today. Two of them.
Send help.
Steals an entire the Twitch channel. Claims herself.
Yeah, I was listening to, like, I wasn't sure what game I was gonna play today. And then Breath of the Wild soundtrack showed up on my Tumblr dash, and I immediately wanted to play Breath of the Wild again. So I'm just gonna completely remove my old save because I'm never gonna finish it.
Yeah!
I'm just gonna start a new one. Oranges will not pay the ransom, but they might distract me. Also, it's like...
Then we can escape.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can, like, try and break them out.
Stop doing that.
Anyway, I'm just starting because it's basically start time now.
Excellent.
Oh, what? Why did you lock me out? Rude. Twitch, please.
Wait, are you throwing the oranges at me?
Just pelt Mochi with oranges. Flawless plan.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away. And an orange a day hurts my face.
I thought that was garlic.
I mean, yeah. Please don't throw garlic at me.
Oh my goodness. Ultimate
I will
attack.
cry.
Wake up, Link.
Hot tub stream time. Ooh, hi Rogue. You already said hello, but yay for lurking either. Anyway.
Yes, lurkers are welcome. I'm very pro lurker.
Okay, Eps, if you eat the garlic, just don't stand too close to me. It will also hurt my face.
Breathe on Mochi to assert dominance.
No.
I just want to appreciate the, like, I personally believe that the shorts are for purposes of game. I don't think Link is actually wearing shorts.
It's just...
I think he's naked.
Clever censorship.
Yeah, the shorts are here for our experience only.
The shorts are here solely to stop me from getting banned from Twitch.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, also, let me know if game audio is quiet. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell with this game.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
Nintendo Switch acquired.
Link, take this iPad. This was one of my favorite things when I first started Breath of the Wild, was like, you wake up, you've been asleep for 1,000 years, and it's like, and it turns out this isn't true, and this is actually ancient technology, but it felt like, oh yeah, you remember Ocarina of Time? Yeah, we all have iPads now, you've been asleep for a really long time. And I was just like, this is great, actually. Also good. Also the best.
I feel like they could have gotten away with having Link be actually naked if they had locked camera angle in here. And that's the only reason that we can't have that.
I just feel like whenever people react to you when you talk to them in just your shorts, a lot of the reactions really suggest that you're naked.
Mm-hmm.
So I personally believe that the shorts are a narrative convention
Hold the
and
shorts
do not
tight.
reflect reality.
Either you're completely naked,
Smooth away.
or the changes that have happened in the past 100 years are everyone has become a prude. Because I feel like if everyone was already a prude, they wouldn't have put you into the bath naked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
I'm glad that this shrine has two-factor authentication.
Yeah.
So I
Why are we-
specifically can be locked out when my phone stops working.
You are light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again.
This is a lot of pressure, lady.
Haven't even had coffee yet.
Yeah, maybe like give me this message again afterwards. Why are we doing an intervention for Rogue? What are we intervening?
I think Rogue is Bad Batch is Star Wars, right?
Oh,
Oh, I got the
I've
good
heard
beans right off
about.
the bat.
Oh, good. I've heard about a Star Wars thing happening. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, that's. I would expect nothing less.
You'll just make sure to like feed and water them every day.
Yeah.
Also, I really like this music.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love all of the music in this game, and I will fight anyone who says that this game has a bad soundtrack, actually. I won't fight. You're allowed to have your opinion. I just disagree with it. I really love this game's soundtrack.
My
I don't think I've
feelings
heard
on I will.
anyone say that this game has a bad sound.
It's a really common opinion. Like, one of
Yeah,
the
Really?
you
big...
just have good taste in friends.
It was like one of the biggest criticisms of this game when it first came out was that people didn't think the soundtrack was a Zelda soundtrack, and they really didn't like it because it was really quiet and there's a lot of empty space.
Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah.
There's a lot of empty space in this game.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a thing that there's a really good YouTube video that I highly recommend. I'm gonna have to see if I can find it to link. Called like In Defense of Breath of the Wild soundtrack, and it's probably my favorite one of my favorite game soundtrack videos.
Ooh.
Because it goes into how like people think of a specific kind of soundtrack when they think of Zelda games, but all of the Zelda games have very like quite different soundtracks that match the tone of the game. Like the difference between Majora's Mask soundtrack and Skyward Sword soundtrack. And what's the one where Link turns into a wolf?
Twilight Princess.
Yeah, like the tone of all of those soundtracks are really different. Like Wind Waker's soundtrack are all really different.
I also like the comment about like it feels a little lonely because I feel like that's correct.
Yeah. So
like that matches.
recently I've been like one of my favorite games has been made into a randomizer speedrun thing. So I've been going through stuff of those. And the game is Metroid Fusion, which is a game where you explore a abandoned isn't quite the right word, but there's nobody else there other than you. So I guess it's abandoned. Um Space like station. So the soundtrack is very quiet. It's actually quite like this game where a lot of the time you are getting more ambient noise than like soundtrack, but you'll still get a little bit of soundtrack in the background. The main time that this isn't the case is boss fights. Um, so in the randomizer mod that was made, there's a glitch where after you do a boss fight, if you do not pick up a certain kind of item from the boss, the music will keep on going until you pick up one of those items. Because usually, like in normal play, every boss has a major item, and in the randomizer, they have swapped.
Wait a second.
Head for the point marked on the map in your
Eat the apple, Link. It's right there. Just pick it up. You think that old man is going to stop you? Link.
Stealing has been achieved. World is a bad influence.
Oh my goodness.
Got yelled at by an old man. Anyway, what were we saying, Boo?
Yeah.
So there's this so like because it's randomizer, now the holds 2 apples in hand. Throws on ground. Sorry. Because is randomizer, the thing that ends the what's it called? The boss music is it's a secret. Is the like picking up major item, but because it's randomizer, you don't always get a major item from the bosses now.
Oh,
So
so it could just be music for an unknown period
yeah.
of time.
So this works very well while watching speedruns because they're running very fast and I've been watching races. But like if it goes on too long, it definitely is very wrong.
Oh. It's like music
it's
constantly. It's like, this is weird.
So I don't know. I feel like it would ruin the atmosphere to have non-quiet soundtrack going on, especially because like in this case you started a fight and the music got more exciting. I think if the soundtrack wasn't quiet, you would not realize that.
Plus, I feel like games like this, where there's a giant open world, run into F's. Oh my goodness. I like games like this run into what I like to call farming game spring syndrome, where you've heard the song and this happens mostly to me with the spring music and farming games, hence why I call it that. Like where you've just heard it so much that the music drives you nuts, and you like there's so many farm games where I open the game and I'm like, oh, I really feel like playing this game, and then like the spring music starts and I'm like, I no longer want to play this game. And it's like it's fine for games where you can turn off the music, but a lot of older farm sims are from the like era of games where they don't let you change the music independently from the sound effects. So then, like, I just can't play them anymore.
I feel like Stardew Valley did some steps to correct this. I still get it from Stardew Valley, but
I think the problem with
having the multiple tracks is very helpful, and like Stardew Valley does not always start the music. It's also helpful.
Button that would help. Tries to remember which button is which. Do I remember which button is which? I don't remember.
Throw an apple.
I wish I could throw an apple. Okay,
there
we go.
Throw an orange at his head.
I accidentally whistled. It's fine.
Big mood.
I've stolen a stick. But yeah, I think with Stardew, having it play randomly helps. Minecraft also does that, and it's a very useful. I also, admittedly, in Minecraft's case as well, Minecraft has a similar vibe to me as Breath of the Wild soundtrack, where it doesn't always play, and sometimes it just plays randomly. Like it's not like, because with Stardew, it'll be like you've moved into a new area, now some music will play. You've started a new day, now some music will play. And like Breath of the Wild's like overworld music and like Minecraft music will just randomly play for no reason. And I just think that's good actually. So it doesn't
Yeah,
become
I
like
agree.
predictable or repetitive.
I feel like it does play for reasons, because I've kind of noticed this in both Minecraft and Breath of the Wild. That it always feels like there's something triggering it, actually.
No.
It's just not as obvious as the day has changed, or
Well, Minecraft is actually completely random.
is it?
Yeah. Like it
Oh.
will
Yeah.
trigger. Generally, it won't trigger immediately upon if you're in. Like you have to kind of be in a specific area long enough. Because it has different music depending on like
I think
whether you're in the overworld or the nether or the end, and then the nether has specific biomes have certain soundtracks, and there's different music for underwater. So like if you've just gone into the nether, it's not going to play the music immediately, but otherwise it is completely random.
which
Oh.
is really interesting as a like thing where when music doesn't play constantly, that your brain can kind of assign some significance to it where it feels like a moment is happening, which
Mm-hmm.
is kind of neat. It's like that because of, I don't know, the way our brains are trained by movies, I guess, that it's like, oh, the music has like swelled. This is a significant moment in some part of your brain.
I'm actually gonna. I went to go grab the link now. Actually, I'm gonna link this YouTube video
Hmm,
in defense of Breath of the Wild soundtrack. Because I'm
excellent.
gonna like just steal a point that the video makes now, which is like, um, they made a point about how like sometimes the music will play when you do specific things, but sometimes the music plays randomly, and then it kind of gives meaning to the more
Yeah, yeah.
mundane parts of the adventure. Like, yeah, you might just be chopping down a tree for wood or gathering food, but like that's still an important part of the journey. And the journey
Yeah,
isn't
yeah.
just like big epic moments. I love
Anyway,
the
my favorite
ruins.
my favorite randomizer quality is Ocarina of Time's randomizer does allow you to randomize the music. Um
Sorry, I just remembered a video I saw of this.
there's some great things. What's great when you have like, you know, some kind of boss music that happens when you just like walk into freaking Hyrule Field or whatever. So you like walk into Hyrule Field,
I
it's
don't
like
remember.
Ganon's boss fight begins, and you're like, oh, should I be worried about something?
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't help that sometimes game randomizers train you to assume that music will like if bosses are randomly placed in areas, then you hearing a boss's music will make you worry that one of the enemies in the area has been replaced with the boss.
It's also great when I was watching a randomizer with that turned on recently. It's just politely sit down. Who are you and what have you done with Link? But I was watching a so if you're familiar with Ocarina of Time, the music that plays when what's the Luigi guy's name? Indigo? I don't remember. Anyway, that guy when he loses the like really drunk sounding version of the Lon Lon theme plays, and that had somehow gotten assigned to the like boss music. So every time you're fighting a boss, that was this like sort of drunken villain defeat music would play, and I think that's great, actually.
While I'm wandering over here, not doing anything much, just tangents back to music discussion, because I love the Temple of Time music. Because it is the Temple of Time music. It's just like really slow and really broken up, like the Temple of Time.
Oh golly, you're right. Music in this game is actually extremely good.
Yeah, which I need to check. Do I have? I don't know if there is a volume option. I feel like the music is quite quiet. Maybe they have the game quiet. Let me turn the game up a little bit. Yeah, that's a little better.
I do feel like I'm a little upset Nintendo for kind of taking away a lot of volume mixing options in games recently. Please let me turn off sound effects in Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
It's weird because Nintendo games are very inconsistent about it, because like Animal Crossing still doesn't let you change the sound, or like, because you want to remove the sound effects, I want to remove the music from Animal Crossing and just have the sound effects.
What?
Because
What?
like I love the Animal Crossing soundtrack, but it's one of those games where you hear the same music so often, especially if you play the game at the same time every day.
Oh yeah, so it's like
That
always
like
the 3 o'clock
I
music.
physically can't listen to the 7 p.m. music from New Leaf because I've heard it so much. I just get incredibly restless and need to listen to anything else. And I also really like the sound effect design in New Horizons.
I mean, I like everything except for I caught a fish noise.
Oh yeah, that noise can disappear.
That is the main thing that like that will actually set off my misophonia. Because it's such a specific noise that has no variance and repeats so often.
It's also significantly louder than all of the other noises.
Yes.
Yes. I just have to appreciate how these bokoblins are not very smart. That's all.
I love them so. The only thing that's sad about me playing a new save rather than loading my old one is so my last save file, I had nicknamed my link Bokoblink. Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
did nothing but wear the there's hats you can get that look like the like goblins and the like just like the basic, I think there's one for every like basic enemy type. And then if you wear them, they don't recognize that you're like a person and they just are chill with you. So I would just wear those hats constantly and never fight. I spent like 90% of that game save sneaking into Hyrule Castle and just kind of hanging out and stealing all of the stuff there. And I just wouldn't get attacked because it's weird because Hyrule Castle has all of the enemies like very split up. There's very few areas where there are mixes of different kinds of enemies. It's like here's the room with like Lysalphos and here's the room with the goblins. So you can just swap hats and walk through the entire area and just there's like a couple of areas where you can get into issues, but otherwise you can just walk through the area and they're just like you're kind of small and runty, but like okay, we're just eating some food in the hall here. Come join us. Where am I going? I should actually head to the direction I was supposed to be going. This game is just fun to wander.
Yeah. I agree.
I need to remember how to do the dodging.
Oh, you got a sword!
Sort of quiet.
Oh my goodness, apps. Amazing. Achievement unlocked. Mow the grass.
I'm gonna get paid so much for this. It's the last thing that we had to do before we ended up going to sleep for 100 years was we didn't finish our chores. We're gonna finish our chores and then discover that, like, there's no one here to give us our pocket money afterwards. And be very disappointed.
Link just like, hang on now. I was sure there was something that's supposed to happen here.
I love that animation. Just like...
I guess I do this?
Also, I need to share since it started playing. When I said that the Breath of the Wild soundtrack showed up and it made me want to play this game, specifically it was the Sheikah Tower music. Which is one of my favorite tracks in this entire game, probably. I'm not entirely sure why. I just like it, because it's both very chill and has that kind of, like, synthy, like, unnatural, like, the Sheikah music tends to have that kind of, like, unnatural, electronic-y kind of sound to the soundtracks.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least, like, the Sheikah technology stuff, like the shrines also kind of have that. Whereas a lot of the soundtrack has, like, a good... Like, I think basically all of the soundtrack uses, like, real instrument recordings rather than, like, digital ones. Which is also brought up in that video that I keep referencing. It's a really good video. And also, I recommend, like, that entire channel.
This is now the video game music stream. That's the purpose of the stream. I love this so much.
Big same. Yeah, so the channel that did the video that I linked.
This sound bit is my favorite thing. I love it so much. It's so good. Anyway, that's all.
It's extremely good. Great. Like, all of the sound design in this game is wonderful. Like, there's so many references to existing things while also, like, completely changing the tone of everything.
Yeah.
Try to remember. He forgot to wash the dishes.
For the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end.
So I'm really curious. What if Nintendo got Nintendo obsessed with, like, British accents? Because I feel like a lot of Nintendo games recently have been either set around that area or use voices from that area. Or maybe it's just a lot of games in general, I feel like, that I've been playing or looking at have British voice acting as opposed to American. I can't not notice it because it's so weird because I'm so used to everything being American voices. I'm like, wait a minute. So that's just my nap experience in general.
Yeah. Relatable moods with Link. This is also really good steppy noise.
Big agree. If I had a nickel for every game I played recently where blue and orange are key colors, I would have 2 nickels that I can't spend. because we don't use them here. And also, I feel like nickels are like pennies, right? Like, you can't just buy a thing with one, right?
Oh, not anymore. Like, in my parents' time, maybe.
Mhm.
It's almost as though something has woken up. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Do I want to be quiet? I kind of like being quiet when I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because let Link be quiet as a treat.
I want your stick. Oh, hello, Endless Star Fox.
Oh, hello! Welcome to we all yell about sound design and soundtracks and everything.
That is Calamity Ganon. The music surrounding him is very anxiety-inducing.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. The thing I was going to mention. I feel like I've linked this video to you before, Shaz. The channel with the video that I keep referencing, Game Score Fanfare, also did the video on the Anxiety and Celeste soundtrack.
Oh, good.
I believe they also have ones on like all of the Supergiant games.
Oh, good. Perfect.
Yeah, they have one generally for Supergiant, like after, like for Bastion and Transistor. There's one specifically for Pyre. There might be a Hades one. I'm not sure. Just a lot of good, a lot of good videos. Go subscribe to Gamescore Fanfare on YouTube. Welcome to my channel where I promote everyone but myself.
Well, we're already here, so you don't have to do that theoretically. No death could be more certain or more foolish unless you're a speedrunner, I guess.
Actually, did they ever manage to break that? Because it was, I know for a very long time at least.
Yeah, it was. You couldn't.
You couldn't.
I thought that there was a thing that somebody found, but I haven't been keeping up with.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've looked at Breath of the Wild speedrun stuff.
Breath of the Wild speedruns. I need to watch more because I'm just very happy about them.
I've watched at least a few videos recently, not of speedruns, but I like all of the people who spend time trying to work out how to open all of the completely inaccessible chests buried underground.
Yes!
Yeah, that was a good video.
Let's see if I remember how to aim.
Yes! This is my weapon.
No, I don't remember how to aim. It's fine. Like, so you get to see how shaky my hands are, because I always use gyro controls for bows. I never used to like them, and then...
I love the gyro controls for bows in this game so much.
I used to hate gyro controls, and then somehow I stopped hating them, and I don't know when that happened or why. It just did.
I think at the very start, I hated them, and at one point, I had to turn them back on for, like, one of the puzzles. And then I started trying to use them with bows again. I think it was, like, once I learned how to use bow, I then went back to gyro control, and I was like, holy shit, this is so much better.
Yeah, it's just... It's kind of comparable, to, I think, to the difference between camera controls with a controller versus mouse. It's a lot easier to be precise, I find.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I was using those or not. It's been a while. I just know that I used bow for basically everything.
No. Don't hit me.
It's my birthday.
I'm just a guy. I'm just a little birthday boy. We did just wake up. It's a wake day.
Looking kind of rough there, Link.
Luckily, I baked some apples.
Just shove some apples into your face and you'll be better.
Just throw a rock. Cooking time.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome to the rest of the stream.
I know I've talked about this before, but the game I deeply want is... Oh, you can skip that? I've never in my life tried to skip that. I just sit there and watch everything bounce around like hypnotized. Anyway, the game that I most want deeply in my soul is a game that's like Breath of the Wild, but cooking is the point. So you're like you're traveling the world to gather ingredients for your cooking and like to sell your food in different locations, and then you'll find like new ingredients and maybe do like quests and fight monsters, but it's all in service of trying to get new ingredients so you can make new food and unlock new recipes. And that's the point of the game. So it's all the same basic gameplay, but like beef up the like different stuff that you can do with cooking and how much like how much food like does for you. Like gameplay wise, I guess. And then like that's it. That's what I want, is a game that's Breath of the Wild, but the whole thing is about cooking, and the cooking system is extremely robust.
And also you can pet the dogs.
I mean, that would also be good. I know we've all decided that dog petting is the most important thing, but I must confess, all I care about is actually the cooking part. If we couldn't pet the dog, but we could cook things and feed them to the dog, I would accept that.
I don't believe that dog petting is if you pet dogs it's good, if you can't it's bad. But it is one factor in a convoluted algorithm of whether the game is good. Cooking systems is a big point on that. I feel like cooking systems is the third point in the triangle of can you pet the dog and is there a fishing minigame?
Yeah. I'm thinking about, I don't even remember the name of the game, which is unfortunate. That one where it shows like the main character like has hefted a cat and is carrying the cat around and then walks upon a dog and then hefts the dog up in the other arm and is just hefting them both. And I like gasped aloud at this incredible technological development.
Complete tangent, but while I'm here, I love the little animation here where like Link like jumps because the elevator starts going down and he wasn't expecting it. Just the little tiny stumble. That's a big mood.
Yeah.
At least we can feed the dogs in this game, Thread. That is a thing we can do.
It's the Sakuna of Rice and Ruin was the dual wielding.
Thank you, yes.
I need to check that one out because I believe they've done like a collaborative thing with the I forget which game. It's another farm sim that it might be the upcoming Rune Factory game? I'm not sure. Time to go download some more RAM onto our iPad.
Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town.
Wait, is it Olive Town that
Is
has the Sukuna collab?
Yes, yes.
I thought it was one that hadn't come out yet. But maybe it is that. The problem is that all of the Rune Factory and Harvest Moon blogs I follow, like, I mix them all up constantly and I forget which blog posted what. I follow too many farm sims.
These, like, plates, whenever you pick them up with the thing and they go all golden, always remind me a lot of, what's it called? There was a point where, like, either Burger King or Wendy's or something had, like, gold-plated Pokemon cards, that you could get in Happy Meals.
I admittedly wouldn't know because I feel like I basically. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm just like knocking all of these things over. Like, these shrines are also another thing that are kind of unpopular about this game, and I get why, but I also just kind of love the, like, just kind of feeling of being a kid who has, like, a bunch of building blocks. And is just, like, smashing things together to see what happens. It's just very fun.
I feel like shrines that have enemies in them should be banned. What?
I used to think the same, but it turns out that the fighting shrines are very easy if you break into Hyrule Castle and steal all of the endgame equipment. Like, combat stopped being a challenge, which was very nice.
Oh my goodness.
You. I feel like this is too far a distance. How do I get... Can I... Oh wait, are you magnetic? Yes. I always forget that these can be magnetic.
Yeah! More bows is all I want out of life. I'm just like vicariously excited every time you get more archery equipment. I'm not going to use it. I'm just like, yeah!
Archery also, like, one of those things that are high in the ranking algorithm of whether a game is good for me. I just like bows.
I usually don't, but I do in Breath of the Wild.
I think it depends on the kind of game, actually, for me.
Yeah.
Because now I'm just thinking about, like, I don't like bows in Dark Souls. I thought that I would have liked the bow in Fantasy Life, but then it turned out that, like, two-handed greatsword was my favorite weapon in that game, which is completely wild because I usually don't use them ever, and it made me appreciate two-handed weapons a lot. And then I made no save. Who uses two-handed weapons? Oh.
Da, 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 da. Or
Now that I have given you this orb, I can die.
Cool, thanks.
Farewell.
F.
F's in chat.
my favorite thing, where favorite is in big quotation marks. Oh, I gotta talk to this old guy. I love
Paraglider, please.
Paraglider, please. I'm a polite boy.
You are being a polite boy. I was not. I was a rude
Yeah.
boy. I think maybe the first one I answered normally, and that I was so entertained by the fact that it was letting me do this that I had to answer that way.
I think for me it's the opposite, because I play so many games where they only let you give sassy answers, and I'm like, no, I want to be polite. I don't want to be
Oh my
rude.
goodness.
Let me be polite. It's wild that your tablet lasted 100 years. These days they break after like 3 months and you have to get a new one.
And you have to get it from the company because and nobody else can repair it.
And they stopped making the old model, so now you have to buy the new one, and it's like 500 more rupees than the last one. It has a bunch of tracking that you don't want turned on and you can't turn off. It yells at you if you play your music too loud.
I can't believe that's the real reason that those freaking walking guardian things can spot you, is because of your tracking on your phone.
Since I'm in a good mood, I'll give you a tip for finding shrines. Have you tried looking? So I like that this is how they teach you the fast travel. If you don't fast travel, he will like ask if you forgot or if you just really like climbing things. I'm pretty sure anyway. I might climb it anyway just to see. But I was watching a let's play of this game, and they were like talking over this like conversation and completely forgot that they got taught about fast travel, and just like continued talking and climbed the entire thing just while having a conversation. And that's a big mood.
Yeah. Maybe we just like climbing. What of it?
I'm gonna do it actually, just so I can remind myself what the actual thing he says is. I know he definitely calls you out on it. I don't remember the specifics, if I'm remembering those right.
It's just so satisfying to move around in this game. I don't know what it is, but just like traversing the terrain feels so nice.
I don't think this is the reason, but it definitely doesn't hurt, is that I like that the sound effects you make depend on what gear you have. Like if you have a metal weapon, it'll clank more. If you have wooden stuff, it'll like have that kind of hollow wooden sound.
Yeah. Oh, good luck protecting your meatloaf, Eps.
Protect the meatloaf.
I believe in you.
Bean leaves in you.
I think Beans would just steal the meatloaf, frankly.
Well, I mean, if Bean steals the meatloaf, then, like, the meatloaf isn't going to be stolen by Gus. So technically, the goal was achieved.
I suppose that's true.
I miss having 3 wheels of stamina. At least I'm still good at, like, working out how much stamina it'll take me to get places. Like, I feel like you can tell that I've spent so long climbing things and jumping that I know exactly how much of the wheel it'll take.
Yeah.
So, for a
Um,
long time, I never like boosted my stamina. I always boosted health. But I ended up getting like a lot of the climbing gear and stuff
Uh-huh.
very early on. So and I also got very good at finding the like slight corners of
Where you could like stop and
mountains.
rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Howdy. Did you forget how to travel instantly?
no, I remember. I don't remember anything else. Yeah, so sorry, now I'm just thinking like the first time I played this game, I got distracted as soon as I left the cave at the start, the shrine,
Uh-huh.
and went left instead of right. And
Uh-huh.
so the first things I encountered that were alive were like a bunch of bokoblins and not the old man who's supposed to give you all the tutorials.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so now I'm thinking about my link again. Just like leave a weird cave, don't remember who you are, immediately get adopted by the local pack of enemies. And become
Good.
one of those instead of doing whatever this old man wants you to do.
Perfect. Ideal. Where's my Legend of Zelda game where that's literally the story, actually? This is what we're supposed to do with this, right?
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure.
So we now have location of old man.
Perfect.
This is a really good mechanic, and every game should have this, actually.
Yes.
Bokoblins aren't giving you chores, thus are better than old man. Yeah, true.
They just think you're some really weird, skinny bokoblin. Like, clearly you need to eat some of this, like, meat that they have.
I wonder if bokoblins would like fancy food. Like if you left and gathered some mushrooms and then like freaking cooked up a, a beef mushroom skewer thing, would they be like, "Oh, this is amazing," and like revere you, or would they be like, "What is this bullshit?"
I kind of
Why did you take our large food and make it smaller? I don't understand.
Ruins the good food Smeagol brings.
I kind of had canon that, like, they're kind of like they require meat but can eat other things as well. It's just not not necessarily good for them. That might be that might be in the actual, like, if you take photos of all the enemies, it gives you the little information about them.
Oh yeah.
I think that might be in there, that they need to eat meat but they just eat other things like fruit because it tastes good.
Oh, cute.
So I want to make them some cake.
Yeah. Well, now I do too.
But yeah, so like with my like weird AU of like Link just gets adopted, it ended up like because he's clearly like he's still human, so he can like go into town and like buy things. So like I don't know if I decided whether they work out that he's like Hylian or like just think he's a weird bokoblin that can pass as a person. But either way, it's like now we can get good meat. Like, go buy some. Like, this is way safer than trying to steal the meat. We get stabbed way less.
Goodness. Oh my goodness.
We're gonna have so much meat.
This is really cute.
Apparently, they like these weird rocks that are useless. Like, go take some rocks. Go get some meat. It'll be great. tries to remember which of these shrines is stasis. Oh, I should just do them in order, probably.
Since I did the Gollum quote, I think at least one of you has heard this story before, but there's one point, so I don't like ketchup just on anything. And so there's one point where the boy that I briefly dated in high school offered me ketchup for my fries. And I responded, not in the voice or anything, just with my normal voice. Nasty hobbitses ruins the good food Smeagol brings. And then I discovered he had never seen, read, or heard of like any part of Lord of the Rings and had no idea what I had just said to him.
The grass was really long, I needed to. It's just very
Oh, this is
satisfying.
very nice. Very satisfying, yes.
You.
Rogue says he's uncultured. I mentioned this on, like, I know at some point I like tweeted about this, and somebody's like, "Ah, I see why you only briefly dated."
Time to go meet some friends.
Friends. I'm actually not that big on Lord of the Rings. There's like bits of it that I like, but I feel like my favorite way to interact with Lord of the Rings is people who are huge fans of Lord of the Rings making long posts on Tumblr.
Mm.
Hi, friend.
Oh, I don't like these friends. These have the most nerve-wracking music. These have extremely successfully nerve-wracking music. What the heck? What?
Oops, I need a weapon. I don't think I have enough
What?
weapon to do this, actually.
What? I am reeling over the fact that you're doing this.
Yeah.
I don't think I have enough weapon. I think I'm just gonna destroy all of my weapons. The main thing to know about them is that if you hit them in the eye, it like cancels their cooldown on shooting at you, and also if you break your weapon on them, apparently that also does it. I've never actually done that.
Oh my goodness, you're so close.
Oh, I need to get blown up.
Mochi is too powerful.
Remember how the stream was supposed to be chill?
I'm just gonna be very worried about this. She was so long!
Oh, she's trying to give me a heart attack. Yeah, you're gonna explode.
Yep. I got greedy. Anyway, that's Breath of the Wild, everyone. On the plus side, now I should get all of my weapons back. Because I didn't have enough weapons to do that.
I feel like that's absolutely in character for Link. Sees a weird monster, figures out that he can hurt it, and then just starts hitting it, despite the fact that this is not smart.
He's leading through trial and error. Keys are broken. Hi, buddy. My head down. I love this game.
Another game I want, I don't know if it would be fun, I just want to experience it, is I want it would just be basically puzzle solving with a fixed camera. But what it is I want a virtual reality like experience where you can move your body and walk around. Um, and you are a skeleton and your head gets knocked off and you have to retrieve your head. So your view would be from wherever the head is, but then the body would follow how your body moves. And I just want to have that experience in my life. And we have the technology to make that possible. And it could be a neat puzzle game. So therefore, I really want that to exist.
That would be a very fun
That's a
virtual
free
reality.
idea for
It's-
anyone who's like making VR games. Please take my idea and make it real.
Just an extremely good concept.
I need to start a very small VR video game company to make that game and to make my like player versus player experimentation with powers game.
Can you turn the head? I don't know. I guess that would depend. You'd have to like think about that would be something to decide as you like figure out the puzzles that would be involved. Because I don't actually have like ideas for puzzles. I just think it's a neat concept. So like if you're sitting there with like making puzzles and you're like, oh, there's some really good ones we could do if you can move your head around a little bit, then I would say you can kind of shift the head.
Well, what I think might actually be funnier is if you in your body can like throw things at your head to like knock it to face a different direction. Like you'd have to do that really well just so it's not like you wouldn't want it to be frustrating and difficult to knock your head.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was like your head is on a platform that can move and you can knock the platform like over to the other side, kind of like how Breath of the Wild has the like platforms you can knock and they like slide on a rail.
I mean, that could be a whole series of puzzles too. Like that could be like some of them your head falls off and lands on a platform and you can move it, and then other puzzles your head is not on a platform and you can't do that.
Or just some really obnoxious ones that are like your head is on a thing that is like going back and forth like this.
Yeah.
As if you weren't already like disoriented.
As if you weren't already having a terrible day. Whee! Fling, fling, fling yourself.
Blink. I'm trying to work out a way to make that both a G and a K at the same time without it just sounding like one word or the other.
Fling into space. Thank you, Maeve.
I don't actually need this, I just want to. I don't think anyway. Yeah, because over here you just need a bomb. This is mine now, though.
Doesn't this one have an additional chest for some reason? I don't remember. It's been a while.
Yeah, there's
No.
a few of them that have multiple chests.
Put yourself down the slide.
Yeah, I don't think this one does.
Oh, okay.
But especially once you get to the like ones that are in the more difficult areas to reach. I was gonna say like the later game ones, but I mean nothing in this game could like technically you could do anything in this game at any point. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
inadvisable. I say as the person who, in my last save, the other thing that I did was instead of doing any plot progression, I immediately travelled every single area and unlocked the entire map. But I very clearly did not have the gear to be doing that. It was like, I didn't have anything to keep warm, so I found like a fire rod, and if you equip that, it would keep you very slightly warm. But then anytime I had to swap weapon, I like started freezing to death.
Oh my goodness. I tried at some point when I was playing, I tried to like go to the freaking desert area and see if I could like survive, and I did that. No. I just didn't know what I was doing enough for that to work out. Um
Anyway, so Link, the person who threw himself headfirst at a guardian, now has explosives.
Perfect. Unstoppable.
Are you gonna go freaking kill a guardian, or are you gonna wait until you have more weapons?
I need more weapons. Mostly like if I had something that was like two-handed and didn't have like 3 attack power, then maybe, but like with like the current stuff I have will break before I manage to kill.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm admittedly like I have the timing down still from my last saves. I just don't have like 530 like minimum 30 power weapons that I stole from Hyrule Castle. So like once you get to Hyrule Castle, the stuff in there ends up having like 50 and 60 damage numbers.
Wow.
I like these trees. This isn't relevant to anything. I just like them.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Puddle.
Puddle.
The environments, I love the environments in this game. They're so pretty and also very diverse.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. I feel like this isn't like an advisable strategy, but it is a funny one.
Not the bees.
I love Dragon Age Inquisition.
Dramatic slow motion bees for up a second there. Oh my goodness.
No. There we go. You're gonna hear me whistle a bunch by accident because the button is too close to all of the other buttons.
Big mood.
Did I get honey or did the honey end up disappearing? I don't remember. Oh, here it is.
Oh. I got so excited when I was like out I was going on some like, I don't know, I just had personal cooking missions, and I suddenly realized that I could like take a torch over and literally like do the smoking out bees thing to get the honey. I was
Oh my
so like,
goodness.
excited and proud of myself.
I didn't know that was a mechanic.
Yeah. That's how I always get it. That's bigger than you, Link. What are you doing? Link, what are you doing?
Hiding.
Snake getting notice noise.
I didn't mean to do that.
What? No, there's no one here. Just a box. Just a barrel. Did that
It's just a
hurt
barrel.
No. No!
Oh,
my,
I found you.
my disguise.
Flawless guy.
How did that count as a sneak attack?
Because he was still looking for you on the other side.
Because bokoblins are not very smart.
I love them. Anyway, I think my plan would have worked if I hadn't accidentally hit the crouch button and exited the barrel. Meat acquired. Bees over here. Wait, now I've got a test. Now I've got to do this. Gimme, gimme. Oh, that's really cool. I always just like hit the bees.
Nay can be a responsible beekeeper. Oh my goodness.
What did I pick up? I didn't actually pay attention.
Bomb arrows.
You
Ah.
got bomb arrows. I'm like, man, I've never
Explodey.
been over here.
I just remembered that there were bees here because I feel like I've been attacked by them on multiple occasions.
I think I've just literally never been on this part of the map because I don't remember any of this.
Well, this over here is the, like... There's a little hut.
I did eventually beat the big stone thing, which I was very proud of myself for.
Oh, those are good.
Mochi discovers beekeeping.
You're really bad at this.
I did not know that you could just chop wood into firewood until I saw somebody else do it. That had never occurred to me to do.
There's so many little mechanics in this game that, like... You can just so easily not notice until... Also smells spicy peppers.
Oh, spicy peppers!
Read it, read it.
I sure hope no one takes my spicy peppers.
I created the perfect dish called spicy meat and seafood. Unfortunately, I don't remember what it. I know there's
Anything about
spicy and meat, but I don't remember what the third ingredient of spicy meat and seafood is. I'm so sad and lonely. If only somebody would make me a meal. Somebody who's likely to break into my house and steal my things and read my diary. And smash my pots.
Are you gonna make him?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, so you can be like, oh man, there's tutorial over here I never knew about. I just saw a bunch of bokoblins with a pot and went, I'm throwing stuff in there.
This game is very good for that, where it's like you can very easily just discover a lot of things on your own, but then there's a lot of like hints and tutorials about how to do certain things. I gotta go find some fish.
Ep says, make the food and eat it in front of him.
I could technically do that. I would if I get 2 fish, then I have enough. I think there's But that is that gonna be deep enough? Yeah, no. This is puddles. I need to go find deep water. Fishing stream.
Yeah.
Joe care about streams and fish being in streams.
Something that Animal Crossing.
CJ.
Thank you. I was sitting here like, what on earth is that creature's name? Flick's boyfriend. That's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
They can try and claim that they meant business partners all they want, but like, I feel like
Everyone
they would have
knows.
specified business partner.
Look, everyone knows what business partner really means in the world of Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Blathers and Brewster are dating. Send tweet. No one can persuade me otherwise.
No, I agree. It's good content.
Time to go say hi to the real streamers.
Oh boy. Time to go swim with the fishes. Gangster voice.
Fish.
Nice.
Fish.
Swimming is so much more dangerous when you don't have 3 wheels of stamina.
Yeah.
I also like this like
swimming is
lily pad
terrifying.
fairy circle over here.
Go in the middle of it. Yeah.
Honestly, this might be a
I
thing
mean,
that if you threw a rock into it from above, like, yeah, there
Oh,
might
No,
be a
I
rock
think
up
you
there.
throw yourself into it from
Oh,
above.
if you dive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's a thing to blow up over there as well.
Providing oranges for your capybara soak time.
Oh, good, important. The water noises in this game are also very nice.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna die?
Nah.
Okay.
If you get right to, like, the last jump, you can do even if you only have the tiniest sliver of.
You can still do a jump. That makes sense. Yeah!
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Link is drowning.
The thing about him. I like that, like, the tutorial for finding Koroks is, like, relatively early in the game, but if you just are messing around like I am and just finding other things, then they have a tutorial for it. Sword in the Stone.
I mean, I think you should take it personally. No one needs this many Boko clubs. Alright, well, good work.
I'm
Now to dive into the water with it.
I'm trying to come up with a Doki Doki Literature Club, but it's like Boko. I can't think of a word to replace the third word. That's the only thing. Cool rock. Cool rock can be exchanged for many meats.
I actually just want an entire story about, like, legendary hero gets adopted by the goblins.
Big same.
I want it to be illustrated by that pockets person on Tumblr.
Oops.
Perfect.
Amazing.
We get together and look at these symbols on paper that we don't know what they mean.
And then we eat a
Meditate
meat
upon them.
instead. Tiny birds.
I just love collecting things in this game. Cries about it. Why is Breath of the Wild so good?
Too powerful.
Haha.
What are you laughing at, old man? No, it's well deserved. Abs.
Meat.
Yeah.
Spicy meat and seafood.
Yeah.
Now I have one for me and one for him.
Perfect. It can't be your signature dish if you forgot how to make it.
And I also feel like it's named what's in it. That's like saying, my secret recipe for apple cut into slices. How did you work it out?
Now you can be warm.
Comfy.
Wiggle about.
Comfy. Is there like a thing where you can just kind of wander into the snow until you find a house that has a doublet in it? Because I feel like I did that.
There might be. Or if you're doing cooking and you cook with the spicy, then you can make the like the spicy means that you can resist cold as well.
Yeah. I mean, I've done that as well, but I feel like I got the doublet, but I got it in the snow area is what I'm having like memory of. And I was like, "Whoa, I didn't know you could go over here and just get this." But I'm unsure of my memory on that.
Yeah, apparently if you like climb to the top and you haven't gotten
Uh-huh.
it yet, the old man shows up and just gives it you.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's what I did instead of cooking
Yeah, I
him
think
some
I
food
did
at
that
all.
as well.
Which is just
Because I
more.
remember making a bunch of like spicy things to keep me warm as I.
Yeah, I had spicy food and then like freaking carried a torch. This is so cool.
This walk animation is good.
Yes.
Like, big same. Oh boy. Yeah, I think the first time I played, I came to this mountain from the other side, climbed up the top, and then, like, fell down this way. And then that's how I discovered that direction. Was I came from this side.
Oh.
Oh, I was hoping that would kill you. I appreciate that the spear was for eating things, and then they were like, I guess I could hit things with this as well. Being able to bonk the trees so that apples fall off is just good game mechanic. This game has so many good mechanics. Just... How is this game so good?
Yeah, I agree.
Fire arrows, a thing that Link should definitely be trusted with. I always forget how slow climbing is when you don't have all the climbing equipment.
That's true, but also I just think, I don't know. There's so much that Breath of the Wild did such a good job with because, like, you would think this would be. Oh, rip. You would think that something like that would be so tedious and nobody would want to do it, but actually, I love that I'm allowed to do that. Like, I don't know, climbing in Breath of the Wild feels so much like getting somewhere that you're not supposed to go. It has all of those. Sorry, I just saw. Oh, your bones. Are you making a death counter emoji?
Maybe. I have alerts here, so I need to work out where to put this. Let's put it up there.
Perfect.
And when that inevitably covers something up, I can move it.
Yeah.
I like the passive aggressive like tips that are like, oh, you died from falling.
It's so funny to me when you're like getting killed by something and it starts being like, instead of throwing yourself into battle over and over again, maybe like strategize or something. Have you considered like thinking before you jump straight into battle? Like, I'm trying, I'm just bad at it.
Big mood.
Big mood, Link.
Anyway, Breath of the Wild Link's persona is a goat.
Yeah, that tracks. So there used to be this attraction. I don't know. It was a thing in Disney World, and it was the.
I don't know. I mean, have you ever seen a goat get tired?
Goats just have more stamina. That's all. But at Disney World, they had this thing that was like the Honey I Shrunk the Kids play place or whatever. And so it's basically just like a little playground for children. And like the stuff you could climb on was big. So like, oh, it's like this is a like mushroom and it's as tall as you or whatever. But also they had like in the background of this area was like, oh, here's a giant super soaker, you know, so you felt very like you were shrunk down and everything. No. Sir, please. I'm trying to talk. Oh my goodness. Eps, that's wild.
Oh my goodness.
So there's like a giant like water gun and a giant thing of Play-Doh that's of course way bigger, so it's just like background scenery or whatever. So naturally, some friends of mine went there in college. We just went on a Disney World trip with like 3 of us who were friends, and so we could like split the cost and have a little spring break vacation. And my one friend who's very loves Disney World, like planned the whole thing. And she's like, I thought it would be kind of funny if we like went to the small Honey I Shrunk the Kids like thing and just took some pictures because maybe we could get some funny pictures here. And she did not realize that this would be my favorite thing in the whole trip because everyone who was supposed to be making sure that you didn't go places that you're not supposed to be was distracted. So I immediately like climbed up onto the super soaker. I was just like, it was the most fun. I can't explain what feral instinct took over as soon as I was like, there's things that are too big and I can climb them. But immediately I was all like climbing up on top of everything. So I feel a kindred spirit with Link. This is the Breath of the Wild lets me engage in these impulses.
Clambering is just good fun.
Somewhere I have a photo of little tiny me up in the like oversized grass blades and giant super soaker, which is why that's the one I remember really well. Because I like posed so it looked like I was like pulling the trigger, which was as big as me. I was very excited about it.
Dang it. Oh well, I'm gonna get squished.
Don't get. Oh.
It's fine, I survived.
Go. Just taking the hit and surviving is a valid strategy. How did you live, Abscess?
Well, it's
Good
simple.
question.
Rock is less powerful than being exploded by a laser or falling off of a really big cliff. Yes, giant hammer, my beloved.
Oh my goodness.
Get out of here.
I would love to go to another place that lets me pretend to be very small.
Oh, please. I nearly got killed by an orb, so give me a different one. I need a replacement.
I know the like blue wall thing around the spirit thing is supposed to protect it, but I love the idea of like whacking that orb out of the way and it just going right through the middle of the shrine.
If the guy was gonna be dust anyway, it's fine.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm glad I wasn't the only one who was thinking it, because every single time I do that section, I think it.
Clonk.
So, oh my goodness, Rogue.
I've never considered the possibility of a mask flying off on a ride. What? There's so many cool weapons.
I like that all of the shrines have things hidden outside of them that you can get through the power that you get from the shrine.
Yeah.
To like give you an example of like, okay, you can use it in like a puzzle room, but here are ways that it's useful in the overworld
Out
as
in
well.
the world, yeah.
No, I need more bow. Wiggly.
I love carrying those around. They're like not good weapons, but I just love carrying them around. Good throw, Link.
Wiggly. That's so fun.
Clickety clack.
I just want them to be able to like grab things.
Like a grabber.
Yeah, like I want to be able to
Oops, I
hold them
dropped
up
something.
at a tree and for them to grab the apple for me.
Oh, that would be so good though. You're right, you're right.
Or like shove in water, get fish.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I got greedy with my climbing. Should be able to do it here, but... Okay, fine. I'll climb normally. Or will I? There we go. I love this area.
I love the music that means it's cold.
why didn't you explode?
Oh, I wanted to explode. Throw a bomb down there, you know.
Yeah, but it's fun when the ball is hit. Okay, fine. They just bounced off his head.
Hey, what's this? Goes to investigate. There you go.
Toasty
Well,
one.
Delicious destruction. Sits down at fire.
Comfy.
I hear cooking noises happening, so I might need to dip soon.
Well, it's gotten pretty close to ending time now. There's only like 15 more
Yeah.
minutes somehow.
My goodness.
This game is a lot of fun. Maybe I'll play this one some more.
Yeah.
I mean, I advocate it, but I'm deeply biased. I just really love Breath of the Wild a lot. Also love watching you just wander around and find things I didn't know about.
Boko juggling.
He's so strong.
Bye.
I'm sure
Okay,
you
well,
look fine.
anyway.
Hey guy, I found your
Ooh.
cool rock. Do you want me to exchange this for meats?
I like how you could just leave at this point.
Like, oh, we'll stick around and be polite.
Oh. Mm. Well,
Wait, is he running back? No, I think he's given up now.
Why leave when we can kill? Well, I mean, I guess when you put it that way.
Link woke up and chose violence.
Ow.
I love how satisfying all the mountains look to climb. Like, you just look at the mountain and go, I don't even need to go here. I'm gonna climb it.
Just like the idea of getting up there is so enticing.
And unlike Skyrim, they intend you to go up here.
Yeah.
And, like, will put things here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's all. I think that's one of the big things that makes Breath of the Wild like so nice is just like it's playing with your
Oh.
natural. Hello?
I don't think I've ever encountered him up here. I don't think I need my scope to find the shrine. I guess this is where you would get the,
Yeah, this is probably because yeah,
Smack it.
I remembered finding him. Oh my goodness, smack it.
no, like freeze it and smack it. I don't know if it does anything. I'm just very curious.
it cannot be frozen.
Oh.
I can climb on top
Rude.
of it, though.
Perfect.
I wish I could, like, can I borrow the paraglider now?
Paraglider
It'd be
now?
so easy
Yeah.
to get to.
On the way down.
Just mid-air. the downhill run when it's like really snowy.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
I hate that the snow affects your speed, but I love the snow affects your speed.
Alrighty, I'm gonna have to hop out early. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining. This was good.
Yeah.
But have good. Oh, okay.
Did they just throw a barrel at me?
Yes. Though it just kind of landed in front of you instead.
Well,
Gift.
who am I to say no to a gift? Okay, I'll swap to an axe. There was nothing in it.
Well, barrel was the gift, and you just destroyed it. How could you?
Now this would have been a gift. What a surprise to open.
Love to explode.
I love that you freeze if you go in this water.
Yes. I love that it also takes time for you to warm up again afterwards.
Big agree. I like that we have the nice warm jacket on, but we're still wearing pants that are too small for us and like
Mm-hmm.
have our ankles out. Freezy
I missed
cold.
when we had our midriff out.
Well, I mean it's warm in here, so the one thing that I'm curious about is like the clothes that you get at the start like don't fit you, and it's like kind of implied that they used to be yours. I feel like. Which, like, kind of makes sense in that, oh, you've been asleep for 100 years, so I guess you've probably grown a bit in that time. But then I don't think that's the case, actually. I think you were just frozen in time, basically. So, whose clothes are these, and why are they so small? I always wonder, like, what would happen if you accidentally got some of that in your eye? Like, it splashes all over the place.
You become glowing.
Oops. Is there anything hiding over here?
Oh, a friend.
Bye, friend.
Oh, bye, friend.
There it is. Maybe there was some. Give orb, please. Orb has been acquired.
Required.
Obtain! That's good,
Obtained!
Sharon.
Yes. Oh.
There wasn't even a mountain for you to fly over from over there.
He has the thing that throws you in the air. So,
So he also dates birds.
yes.
It's time for me to tell you everything. But it's really gosh dang cold, so like, let's do it not here. Oh yeah, I took my home. He's so cold. I wish that were me.
Oh look, you have explodey barrels again.
No. I missed.
Uh,
I'm gonna be honest,
Click.
that's kind of morbid.
Yeah, up the death counter.
We gotta get dressed again. Cool rock quiet.
Explodey barrels. Yes.
What?
What? No. Can you shoot it?
Not from this distance, but maybe if I go
Oh.
down. There we go.
Oh wait, did you fall a tree with that?
Yes. I did it the first time as well. Like,
I did not notice.
how do I get down from here?
Well, if you had a paraglider.
I know. I'm just scaring my way down. Where's my barrel gone?
Couldn't have gone down that quickly.
It did take me a
Did it?
while to get down here.
Did it go over the edge?
Maybe. Uh-uh.
This is
I probably could have just used this one.
yeah.
I didn't notice it was here. Can't believe Barrel abandoned us.
Didn't even explode.
For
Is it
sale.
over the edge?
I feel like because that edge goes over the edge of the plateau, I believe.
I just want to see if we can.
Well, these guys are gonna shoot at me.
No, don't shoot. We're just looking for our barrel. Hush. Oh, yeah. I guess if it did go down there.
Hi, I'm just here stealing mushrooms. Let's see if I can go talk to Old Man and then it will be end of stream time.
Sounds good.
Which is probably quicker to like fast travel closer, but a nice walk on a hill. Oh yeah, it's gonna be way quicker to just teleport. Oh hey, this is where I woke up. But yeah, when I first came out of the shrine, somewhere around here. When I first came out of the shrine, I went this way and climbed up this. And just went that direction. Lizard. It's a good thing it's about stopping time because my room's gotten so warm that my Switch is very loud right now.
Oh no.
Which I hope isn't picking up on the mic at all.
I don't hear it.
Okay, good. Because my Switch and my mic are right next to each other. Thank you for cool energies. It's a lot colder today than it was yesterday. But my room tends to trap heat. So it's still kind of stuffy in here. Oh, I should change the like it's like the end of the stream, but stamina, please. Love to be able to run further.
I don't think it was until I had the Master Sword that I started increasing my stamina.
I usually increase at least to have 2 circles, and then I start doing health. Or sometimes I just add a little bit of health, because like 3 hearts is really little at the start, admittedly. But I love to run and scamper and frolic. I love this destroyed building. I don't think it's OSHA compliant, but...
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphorus Hyrule.
You can see why I didn't introduce myself earlier. My name is very long.
A kingdom which no longer exists.
I'm now on fire.
The great calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form.
Which is just me in a cloak.
Forgive me.
Paraglider.
I think you are
Paraglider,
now
please?
ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
I obtained this paraglider.
To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past.
I actually
The Demon
died
King was
from a
born into this
paragliding
kingdom.
accident.
His transformation into
It had
man
nothing to
created
do
the
with
horror
this.
you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas
I
of
like
land.
that this explains the
It wasn't long
plot, but
before we
to
discovered
Link,
several
who has no
ancient
memory of
ruins
anything,
leading
this
back
probably
to
makes no
distant
sense.
ancestors.
It's like, yes,
Mhm.
Calamity Ganon was gonna show, like, what's a Calamity
These
Ganon, and
remnants, the divine beasts, were giant machines.
what's a
piloted by
machine?
warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land.
We
We
called
also
them
learned
mecha
of the princess
anime
with
back in the
sacred
day.
power and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts.
Bird husband.
Bird
With the
husband.
princess as their commander, we dubbed
Husband.
these pilots champions, a name that would
Husband.
solidify their unique bond.
Husband.
The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon.
And they succeeded. And that's when I died in a paragliding accident.
Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond.
Ganon was cunning. He poked a hole in my paraglider. Friends. Wow.
He appeared
Wow.
from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives.
They're just big spiders.
Castle as well. The appointed knight bravely.
I am slightly glad that spiders don't shoot
And
lasers.
thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end.
His name was Dave. You
That
didn't know
knight
him.
Was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn.
You also died in a paragliding
You were taken
accident.
to the sky. Here you now stand, revitalized.
Not
once
quite
again.
sure why I'm handing you this paraglider
Without
now.
the guidance you have
It has
given
only
us,
caused
your
death.
awakening from Princess Zelda herself.
You need to teach Princess Zelda to
As she
paraglide
bursts
so
her
she can
strength
leave the
again from
castle.
within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land.
He's just hungry. Let him
But I could
eat.
not save my own kingdom. I have no right
This
to
is
ask
actually
for
the
saving
cooking
you.
game. You need to go feed Ganon.
It's like the one event they had for Don't Starve together, where the goal was to cook a bunch of
My
food.
daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has
If you
maintained
just
control
feed
of
him
all
enough
4
dishes, he
divine
won't
beasts,
eat the
as well
land.
as those
So
guardians
simple.
swarming around
Yeah,
Hyrule
if we
Castle.
teach him that food is tasty instead of dirt, like
And
dirt.
how to
Directly
paraglide.
head directly to the castle.
Maybe Ganon will die in a paragliding accident.
Suggest that
That's
you
how we beat the
villages
game.
in the wilderness.
Actually, we don't teach him how to paraglide. We just give him the paraglider.
We're like, you should try this. You'll be really good at it. Don't worry about it.
That lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village.
I've texted you the
Make your way
location.
past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
I have memory loss. I've forgotten everything you said, my dude. I'm just thinking about paragliding. Yeah. Oh, also, I'm dying now. Goodbye.
My final resting act is to hand you this paraglider. I could not rest until I did such thing.
Time to die in a
Anyways, I
freak
think we should-
paragliding accident. Oh no! Okay, now it is savey time.
Yes.
It went a bit longer than I expected. Anyway, this was fun. I might do this again next week. Also, it was mid cutscene and I was busy dunking on King Hyrule. I do kind of want to play Age of Calamity. It's one of those games that like is on the list of games I would like to play eventually. I'm so bad at buying games. And there's so many games I still need to play, and there's so many upcoming games that I want to get. There's so many things. Egg? Anyway, so that was stream for today. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe now. Does a terrible
Ring
YouTube.
that bell.
Yeah, what's the Twitch equivalent? Like
Twitch has a bell.
Just ring bells everywhere. Ring bells
bell.
outside of your neighbors' houses in the middle of the night.
Hit that heart.
Also, it goes to double check what I labeled. There we go. Go.
Beans the beans.
Go follow Shaz and Boo's Twitch channel also.
Beans.
Beans also good. I'm gonna do a beans before I end stream.
Best
Keyword.
beans. Best beans.
But yeah, so Boo, were you gonna be able to join Sunday stream, or are we doing something else Sunday?
In theory, Sunday should be possible.
Okay.
Since it seems like I was at least able to stay on for this one.
Yeah, like you didn't break up or anything. Quality was still good
Yeah.
on call, so it should be good for
Yeah.
that. So yeah, next stream Sunday. If Hollow Knight doesn't end up happening on Sunday, I'll probably play something else. Either maybe more of this, maybe I was kind of tempted to do a one-off Untitled Goose Game stream. Also have been tempted to do a Baba Is You stream just because I keep wanting to play Baba Is You. It keeps coming up. But yeah, either way, should be stream on Sunday. I'm not sure if there is a Shaz and Boo stream on Saturday or not. There might
We're
be.
gonna try. We'll see.
Yeah, Hades on Saturday. Shaz and Boo channel I linked.
Also, I guess it depends on if I make it back to the hotel room in time. We'll see. We'll see.
Yes.
I don't know. My life is a hurricane right now.
But yeah, that's all.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, that's all for now. I'm gonna end stream now because I need to go and eat food. So goodbye, everyone. Thank you for coming to stream.
Bye. Paraglider, please.